Settle into a comfortable reclining position. Arrange your body so you're nicely situated. This isn't our long relaxation, but this is our tuning in moment. Ground underneath you and maybe feel the air on your skin. And check in. Notice whatever you happen to notice going on in your body today. Bring your arms down, kind of near your sides, with the palms facing down. So as you're reclining, and the arms don't need to be especially close, but palms turned down. We'll take a moment to tune into the rhythm of the breath. So following the natural rhythm of your breathing, when you inhale, roll over the pinky edge of the palms so the palms turn up. And as you exhale, roll the other way so the palms are facing down again. And it's just that while you're reclining. Inhaling as the palms turn up. Exhaling as the palms turn down. Take the whole length of the breath for the movement. And take your time with the breath. Continuing this exploration, but with a slightly larger movement, bring the arms down near the sides, this time with the palms facing in toward your midline. And as the inhale fills you up, raise the arms overhead. And as the breath empties out, lower the arms. And just that. Again, take the entire inhale as the arms go overhead. The entire exhale as the arms come down. Just like that. When the arms come down this time, same idea, but making snow angels. Arms go out to the sides on the inhale. Again, take the whole length of the breath. And they float back out and down on the exhale. You are in charge, of course, of how close to the floor the arms are. If it's really comfortable, then lightly touch or hover just above the floor the whole length of the movement. However, the shoulders may feel more comfortable with the arms a little higher up off the floor. So adjust it so that the movement feels fluid. You get a nice stretch. Detour around any areas that feel sharp or pinched. And release the arms. Draw the knees into the chest. And make circles. The knees will travel side by side. Go the other way. Return to center. Roll over to one side. Any side will do. If you're on your right top arm, well, whatever side you're on, your top arm will reach out in front of you. Your bottom arm can be your pillow, or you can use a pillow and have your bottom arm reaching out. Either way will work. We'll be moving the upper body. Bring the knees fairly close to the chest, and the legs will stay where they are. If it's more comfortable to have a blanket or pillow between the shins, go ahead and add that there. And we'll open up into a twist, spinning the chest to the sky, letting the arm fall back behind you, and then back over onto your side again. And just like that, take the whole inhale as you open up in the twist. Take the whole exhale as you roll back onto your side. Of course, you can bend the elbow if that feels better moving in and out of the twist. The arm really is just an accessory and kind of a catalyst for bringing us in and out of the twist. The purpose of the movement is the spinal twist. And lastly, if it's well tolerated, you might follow the moving thumb. You add a little twist to the neck, to the cervical spine as well. Once you're in the twist this time, stay there and breathe. Arms open wide, easy in the shoulders. Breathe down the length of the spine. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Take a few more breaths, just like this. When you're ready, make your way to the other side by any route that's comfortable. And as you change sides, get yourself comfortable here, blanket or pillow between the shins if you like, and then same pattern. On the inhale, opening up into the twist, taking your time on the exhale, folding back onto your side. Open the book on the inhale, close the book on the exhale. Just like that. Taking up the whole length of the movement with the breath. And being generous with the length of the breath. Not forcing, just gradually nudging the breath a bit deeper than it would be if we weren't paying attention. Using this gentle twisting movement to warm up the muscles in the upper and mid back, to mobilize the spine. The next time you open up in the twist, stay there. Arrange the arms so that they are comfortable. Inhaling, exhaling. And take a few more breaths. Maybe a little deeper breath into the side of the rib cage facing the sky. And when you're ready, rock onto your back. And as you come onto your back, and take the right leg in the air any way you like to rotate the ankle. Reverse direction. Now swing the shin and the lower leg around so the pivot point is the knee. Saying hello to the knee. Reverse direction. And we'll stay focused with the knee and how it moves, but bring your hands behind your thigh, bend and straighten the leg. As you bend the knee, point the toes, and as you straighten the leg, once the leg is straight enough that you feel a touch of stretch in the back of the leg, then add flexing your foot. Oh, what's it like then? Bend the knee and point your toes. Straighten the leg, find the stretch, and flex the foot. Just like that, bend the knee and point the toes. And then this time, as you straighten the leg more and flex the foot, stay right there in the position where you feel the stretch. The leg may be bent, it may be straight, it will vary from person to person. So pay attention to what you feel in the back of the leg. How much intensity is there to the stretch there? And while you're stretching the back of the leg, you might gently roll the head side to side, unwinding tension in the neck and the jaw. Release that. Now, make circles with the knee. So we're moving up in the hip joint. Generous circles. The knee can be as bent as you like or straighter if you want. And it's all about the hip joint now. Go the other way. Moving around, you can pivot the thigh, turning it in, turning it out as you move. And now bring the knee into the chest. One side of happy baby. Hold behind the thigh and bring the knee down like your knee wants to meet your upper arm. Rock a little bit. And it's not like a hard, like ballistic bouncing. The rock is really soft and gentle. There's a bit of intensity in the stretch of it. Good. And then still the knee is outside the rib cage, but straighten the leg a bit from here. See if you can find an inner thigh stretch. I'm using my same hand to support the leg, but if it feels better, you could use the hand on the inner leg. Either way works. It might be, the knee may be bent or straight, again, depending on the hamstring length and adductor inner thigh muscle length. And come on back to center. And stretch your leg out. Last little bit with the same side. Right leg really long on the mat. Right arm really long in the opposite direction. Stretch your body out. Lengthen. Take a breath in. Squeeze the muscles around the arm and leg bones. Exhale. Relax the effort. Do that again. Inhale. Squeeze all the muscles. And let it go. Bring the arm down, bend the knee. Let's say hello to the other leg. We've got a little list to attend to. First, rotate the ankle. Go the other way. And now swing the shin and the foot around, pivoting from the knee. The hip doesn't move so much because it's waiting for its turn. Go the other way. Swing the shin and the foot around. Good. Now hold on to clothing or the back of the leg, and we'll hinge at the knee, bending the knee, pointing the toes, and then extending the leg. Wait until you feel the beginnings of the stretch, then flex the foot. And point the toes, the knee bends. Extend the leg, feel that hint of stretch, then flex the foot. And just like that, point the toes as the knee bends. Extend the leg, then flex the foot. One more time and we'll stay in the stretch. Breathe here. Long spine. Deep breath in and out. Notice the sensation of stretch in the back of the leg. And now bend the knee and make circles with the knee. Now the movement is in the hip joint. You can rotate the thigh or not, go the other way. Move it around generously. Now happy baby with just this leg. Hold behind the thigh, drawing the knee down toward the upper arm and outside the chest, outside the rib cage. A gentle rocking. And do check in with the neck and the jaw. Make sure they are comfortable, especially if you're reaching higher on the leg or the foot. Good. Now, the left hand on either the outer thigh for support or the inner thigh to kind of push a little. Extend the leg out to the side. Aiming for an inner thigh stretch. So you might move the leg closer or further away from the chest. You may bring the leg higher or lower to the floor. Adjust the position not based on wanting to have the leg look a certain way, but change the position based on what you feel in the inner thigh. Make sure you get a stretch there and that it's manageable. You can still breathe. Now gently release. Feel free to move the leg around a little. Then stretch the left leg out long on the mat. The left arm overhead. This whole left side of the body. Squeeze every muscle and lengthen. Relax the effort. And again, squeeze every muscle and lengthen. Release, bring the arm down, bend the knee, place the feet flat. And from here, place your hands right on the tops of the thighs. Inhale here, and as you exhale, press your thighs away while zipping up your belly. Inhale, relax the effort. Exhale, press the thighs away while zipping up your belly. Do that 3 more times. Imagine your spine gets longer each time. Good. Now draw the knees into the chest. Make circles in opposite directions. Reverse. As you come back, and place the left foot flat on the mat. Stretch the right leg out long. We'll do our hip resetting sit-ups. Bring the hands behind the head, sit-up style. And we'll do 3, 3, and 3. So three of these one-legged sit-ups in each style. So I'll show first. The first 3 will be bringing the knee into the chest, pull the belly button down, come straight up. We'll stretch the leg out and go really slowly as you stretch out so you get the benefit of those muscles strengthening and lengthening simultaneously. The next 3 with the leg turned out so the knee comes up to the elbow on its own side. Again, really slowly as we come down. And the last 3 will be with a twist. We go to the other elbow. When the knee comes up, the torso twists and the other elbow comes toward it. Now, whether the knee and the elbow touch is not the point, but to engage the muscles in the core and the hips in different ways. All right, stretch the right leg out. And at the very beginning of every one of these, exhale and pull your belly button down, bring the knee in, curl up to meet it. Slowly, take your time, stretch the leg out and lower the head. Pull the belly button down, come in again, same route. And slowly stretch it way out. Last time this way, pull the belly button in, curl up, hold here, hold here, hold here. Slowly lower down. Turned out with the leg, elbow to the same knee. Exhale. Pull the belly button in, bring the knee to the elbow, elbow to the knee. And then stretch it out. See if when your leg stretches out, you can keep the external rotation. A little variety in that hip movement. Pull the belly button in, bring the knee up to the elbow to the knee. Slowly stretch it out, externally rotated, most or all of the way. And last time, pull the belly button in, knee to its own elbow, hold here, hold here, hold here. And slowly stretch it out. The bottom leg comes back to neutral. And now we get ready for the twist. Pull the belly button in, curl up, and twist. Yeah. Have the other knee bent. That'll allow that'll allow more freedom of movement. Stretch the leg out. Pull the belly button in, knee to chest, twist. And stretch it all the way out. Last time. Pull the belly button in and twist and hold here, hold here, hold here, hold here. And slowly stretch it out. Relax the arms. Bend your knees. Bring your feet wide and take a windshield wiper moment. Let the head roll if you want. Relax the shoulders, the neck, the abdominal muscles. Return to center. And bring the feet a little closer. And stretch the other leg out. So left leg stretched out long, or whichever leg you have not used for the sit-ups. Hands behind the head. Take a breath in. The abs are first. They go with the breath. Exhale, pull the belly button down and curl straight in, knee to nose. And take your time stretching it out. That's part of the strengthening. Pull the belly button in, curling up. Slowly back down, stretch it out. Last time this way, pull the belly button in, curl it up and hold and hold and hold. Take your time, stretch it out. Once the heel touches the floor, turn the whole leg out a little, and then the knee comes to its own elbow. pull the belly button in, knee to elbow. Slowly lower, stretch external rotation, even as the leg touches down. Pull the belly button in, knee to elbow. Take your time, lengthen it out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Hold here, hold here, hold here. And slowly stretch it out. Last 3 with the twist. Pull the belly button in. Bring the knee in and twist. Slowly stretch it out. It straightens out to neutral. If you want to, you can internally rotate it a little. Exhale, pull the belly button in, knee to opposite elbow, and hold. Oh, don't hold yet. Unwind, one more. Exhale, pull the belly button in, and twist, and hold, and hold, and hold. Unwind, stretch it out. And then this time, as the arms come out wide, step the feet wide, mat width or a little wider, but instead of windshield wipers, stretch your legs out like you're making a big star shape on the floor, and reach out long. Squeeze your glutes, reach out long and wide with the arms, with the legs. Take a breath in and squeeze the muscles. And exhale, release. Now imagine you're reaching to all 4 corners of the room with the arms and the legs. Lengthen out from center. And release. Bring the arms down. Bend one knee, place the foot flat. Bend the other knee and place the foot flat. Bring the right knee into the chest and hug it here. Take the left leg up in the air. And zip up the belly so you have some nice support for your back. And slowly lower the straighter leg. Slowly lower the left leg. And bring it as close to the floor as it wants to come. And then bring it all the way down to the floor. You may need to ease up on the knee that's hugged in. Breathe and imagine you have a gigantic rubber band looped over the right knee and underneath the left heel, and you want to give that giant rubber band a bit of stretch. What would lengthen the knee and the heel away from each other just a touch. And keep the right hand on the knee, guided out to the right, inner thigh length. Take a few breaths here. Exhale, bring the knee back to center. Change hands. Turn this into a twist. The whole lower body rotates to the left. The arms, the right arm opens out to the right. Breathe while you're here. And in this case, if you want, use your left hand to keep the knee kind of pinned in position as you reach your right arm and chest open, spacious. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Take another breath here. Exhale, return to center. Bring the feet down, scoot yourself back so that your hips are even. When you're ready, hug the left knee in and reach the right leg up to the sky. Slowly lower the right leg. So in the lowering, we move slowly with control, hover, and then touch the heel down. Breathing here. And the muscles are engaged almost, well, similar. It's not exactly, but it's similar to how we'd engage the muscles if we were standing on the right foot. And put on your imaginary rubber band. The left knee stretches away from the right heel. Breathing in, breathing out. Check in with the neck. Rock the head if you want. All right, keep the energy in the bottom leg. Left hand guides the knee out to the left. Inner thigh lengthens. Breathe while you're here. Hold wherever it works for you, on the leg or clothing or the knee. Take another breath here. Exhale, come back to center. Switch the hands. Turn this into a twist. If it feels good, you could scooch the hips over to the left a bit. Sometimes that puts the body in a more comfortable position to do the spinal twist. And so again, on this side, as the bent knee goes over to the right hand is pinning the knee a bit, not letting it lift up while you reach your left arm away. And so you can negotiate, right? The knee could be higher or lower. The left shoulder blade could be closer or further from the floor. Find what works for you, where you feel a sense of space in the left upper chest, front of the armpit and the shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. Take another breath in. And exhale, come on back to center. And touch the feet down. Let's take a few rolling bridge poses. So knees are bent and feet are flat. Pull the belly button down, squeeze the glutes, peel up the bum, the low back, the back ribs, and then curl down. The rib cage first, then the low back, and then your bum. And just like that, if you want, glutes and low back and ribs, if you want, you can raise the arms. And then come down, rolling down over the shoulder blades, the bottom ribs, the low back, and the bum. Abs on, peeling up, glutes, low back, back ribs, shoulder blades, arms. Curling back down, shoulder blades, lower ribs, low back, glutes. And just like that a few more times. The intention of this type of bridge pose is to massage the spine, especially any sticky areas. Sometimes our back, as it gets tight, it tends to move as if we only had like 3 vertebrae, but we want all of them to have their identity and be able to move with stability, with freedom. The next time that you curl your way down, stay there. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side. And then pull the knees in for little knee pumps. Pull the knees in, the bum can lift up. If you're feeling enthusiastic and really like this way of moving, you can add extra enthusiasm and kind of kick the feet a little more overhead as if you're getting ready for plow pose, although we're not headed that way. We're not going there today. We are headed in that direction. And then when you're ready, make your way to a seated position, sitting any way you like. Your legs can be however you want. You can cross them, you can stretch them out, whatever makes you comfortable. If you want to sit in a chair, you could sit in a chair. Root down, lengthen upwards. And breathe. And roll your shoulders. So we did a lot of good stuff for the ankles. Let's give the wrists a bit of attention. For this, you can either do one wrist at a time or both wrists twice. So if you do one wrist at a time, you can do it holding with your own hand. If you want to lean into it a bit more, come to kneeling and turn the fingers so they face backwards. Now the key here is don't go bananas, right? Don't go too hard with it. So you lean back so you get a bit of the wrist stretch. And with the one where two hands are down, I'm going to move into it, lean back, feel the stretch of it, take a few breaths, and then come back up. Yeah, if it's tolerated, turn your hands so the fingers face backwards. Mm-hmm. And then just to the point where you're like, okay, that's interesting. Right? It doesn't have to be anything more than a little interesting. And release the hands from any position. Interlace the fingers and roll the wrists around, figure 8 style. And go the other way. Now let's say hello to the shoulders a little bit. Take your right arm out in front of you. And bring the arm across the body. You can have the hand, the forearm high or low. Lift the chest, lower the shoulders, and breathe in between your into your upper back between your spine and your shoulder blade. And release, roll the shoulders. Other arm, reach out, bring the arm across the body, breathe here. You are inside your body, so use the sensation that you feel as a guideline. Send a little extra breath and attention in between the spine and the shoulder blade on the side we're pinning. Breathing in, breathing out. And release the arms, roll the shoulders a little bit here. And take the right arm up overhead, reach long, and pat yourself on the back. Take the other arm. Now this is your option. So you can use your hand on the top elbow and leave it there. That'll give you a nice tricep stretch. If you want, you can bring that bottom hand, release it, and walk the back of your hand up your back. Now, if the hands don't touch, hold your shirt. And if your shoulder's like, oh, hell no, do the thing that your shoulder says yes to. Yeah, we're not trying to, it's not like you win yoga if your fingers touch. I'm sorry to break it to you. It doesn't work like that. Release, release, release. Roll the shoulders around. We win when we take good care of ourselves. Reach up with the other arm and pat yourself on the back. We'll all start with the elbow in the air and the other hand on the elbow, kind of guiding it. And find a position that gives you some stretch in this back of the upper arm. Breathe while you're here. If you want, bring the other hand, the bottom hand, around and walk the back of the hand up And breathe, and zip up your belly and sit tall and breathe. And the side might be different. Right? And if you find like, oh, that's that wonky shoulder, do what it can. While being kind to it. And release, unwind, roll the shoulders. And then from your seated position, take the right hand down and the left hand behind your head. Lengthen the elbow up. This time, nothing holding on to the elbow, just reaching up tall. If you want, extend the arm, a generous side bend. Breathing in, breathing out. If it feels good, stay right here. Breathe into the side where there's extra space. If you want, you could add a little turning or twisting, moving the head, the chest, the arm. It's your body. This is your practice. When you're ready, come on up and change arms. Left hand goes off to the side. Right hand starts out behind the head. Anchor into your seat. Lengthen up with the elbow. Breathe into the space here. And reach with the top arm if you want. And then you can stay still here, or you can add movement. Your choice. There's no like secret handshake of how it's supposed to be done. Feel into your body and breathe. That's it. When you're ready, inhale, come on up. And exhale, release. Give the elbows a little squeeze. And then round forward like you're hugging yourself. Really round. Lean a little forward. Let your elbows be heavy. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. Let it widen. Notice the arm that's on top because we'll switch. Slowly come to upright. Squeeze the shoulder blades again. Inhale. And then hug yourself, other arm on top. Lean forward, bow forward. Let the elbows be heavy and the shoulder blades spread wide. Slowly come up. Release the arms. Inhale, make a circle around you. Exhale, arms back down. Come to hands and shins. Tuck your toes underneath. And lean back. Bring your heels down toward, or rather bring your bum down toward your heels until you feel a stretch in the toes. You'll know you've got it if it's kind of uncomfortable. And come back out. Now we'll ease in and out. You can change position to increase or decrease the intensity. So if you're like, oh crap, that is a whole lot and that's too much, straighten one leg and go forward and back, rolling over the toes. If you're like, oh, well, that wasn't too bad. What if we dial it up? Okay, you could dial it up. To dial it up, you'll do the 2-foot version, but bring your torso more upright so you're sitting. Oh, some days this is okay. Today, this is really like, oh, toes are talking to me. So breathe, right? If it all of a sudden made you really hot, just breathe. Maybe that's just me. And you can always take the pressure off, take a little break, and then come back in. If you're doing the one-legged version with the straight leg behind you, change legs. If you're in the two-legged version and you've come forward, shift back again. Breathe. Yeah, we're stretching all the weird spots today. All the little areas. Whew. And then walk back in shins position and tap your toes. Tap them, tap them, tap them. Arch and round your spine. Inhale into a back bend and exhale, press the floor away. Just like that. Inhaling, back bending, pull the heart forward. Exhale, lift the navel, press the floor away. And just like that. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Now roll your shoulders and your hips around in a kind of swooping circles or spirals. Return to the hands and knees position. Take your knees wider, lean your hips back, child's pose. Hips back as far as they want to go. Arms, they can stretch actively, or the elbows can bend. They can reach forward more lightly. See what serves you today. Breathe into the low back. Breathe space there. Walk the hands to the right. Feel the side bend in the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. If you want, stack the left palm on top. See if that enhances the side bend. Just notice what you notice. Take another breath or two here. Change sides. Again, hands side by side or stack the right hand on top. Reach long, breathe into the side where the stretch is taking place. Lengthen the hips back. And check in with the neck and the jaw. Unwind, walk the hands back in. Bring your hands to the mat alongside your head, and we'll lift the hips and lower the head. So this is a pose called rabbit. We're going to do it in a very gentle way to give ourselves some space in the back of the neck. So you'll place it's kind of your forehead down on the mat. And then as you move into this pose, you're lifting your hips, pressing your hands down, and rolling to the crown of your head. And then you're slowly, gently rolling back to your forehead as the hips come down. The hands are there to give a little help and make this a smoother transition forward and back. Now, if you have stuff going on in your neck, definitely use your hands a little more. Make sure that there doesn't feel like there's an undue amount of pressure in the head. But if it's tolerated, roll forward and back. And just feel this interesting position of the neck. Maybe you get a stretch in the back of the neck. I don't know. You're inside your body. See what you feel. And there's a moment, depending on how high the hips go, that might feel like there's an echo of like tripod headstand in there. That's perfectly appropriate. Not that you're going to pop up into a headstand, but there's a little bit of inversion there. And then slowly come on back down. Press the floor away. And let's take a shoulder thread the needle here. Right arm dives through, bring right shoulder down. If it feels like there's a lot of pressure on the head, the neck, the shoulder, do this more from child's pose. Bring the hips further back. So you decide, right? If your bum up in the air feels just fine, great, do it like that. But if some part of this feels like it's too pressury on your head or your neck or your shoulder, bring the hips down and see. Breathing in, breathing out, unwinding gently, changing sides. Dive the other arm through, come all the way down to the shoulder to the side of the head. And either the hips up high or drop the hips back down, taking care of yourself. Take a few more deep breaths in and out here. Return to center. And then stretch the right leg out long behind you. Come to hands and knees. Stretch the right leg out long behind you. The left arm out long in front of you. And you might keep the fingers and toes on the mat. Lengthen. You might lengthen so much that the fingers and toes lift up. Breathe here. You might take the arm and the leg out to the side and challenge your balance. Come back and touch down. Same thing on the other side, the opposite diagonal. Start with the toes tucked under and the fingers karate chopping your mat. Exhaling, lengthening, maybe lengthening so much the fingers and or toes lift up. You can always choose one in lieu of the other. And then out to the side if you want. What's that like? Come on back to center. And bring the hand down, bring the shins down. Lean back, child's pose, back stretch. Arms any way you like. Deep breath into the low back. And slowly ease your way up and flip yourself over for hip stretch. So you can take the very familiar thread the needle or whatever variation you like to do of that with right ankle over the left thigh. You might reach through behind the left thigh and hold there. There's your thread the needle part. You might choose just to hold the top leg, the right leg, and lower the left foot. And if you're lowering the left foot, it gives you a bit more freedom to change the angle of this top leg and kind of play with it. What does it feel if I let the hip come up and bring the knee across the body? What does it feel like if I move it almost toward a happy baby, like out to the side? Just see. If you want, straighten the bottom leg so it's sleeping pigeon. And take a few more breaths in your hip stretch. And gently unwind and change legs. Left ankle crosses over. Thread the needle, sleeping pigeon, or another variation that is similar to what you did on the first side, perhaps. Now, even though you may be doing the same variation as you did on the first side, the muscles are different here. Maybe just a touch, maybe quite noticeably, but the point is pay attention to what you feel on this side. Don't assume that the same exact position will work equally well here. Give this side what it needs. Some days it may feel right to move the leg around more. Other days it may feel better to be still. And gently release. Unwind the legs. Bring the knees into the chest and make circles any way you want. Move the hip bones, move the thigh bones in the hip joint. You can rock if you want. And then take any last unwinding pose, twist of your choice. We'll be headed to our long Shavasana in just a moment. So what would your body like to do before you settle in? Twists, hugging knees, happy baby, all of those are popular choices, but really choose what works in your body today. Inhaling and exhaling. When you're ready, gather what you would like to have to be really comfortable. Maybe you want a pillow or bolster behind your knees or rolled up blanket. Maybe you want something soft under your head. Maybe you've built yourself a little nest that you can cozy into. Or if you're at home, maybe you're near a couch and you want to lie down on it. Arrange your body so that you're really comfortable. And as you're getting yourself situated, take a moment to notice. Oh, yeah, legs up on a bolster is nice. Take a moment to notice if one side of the body feels like it's leaning more heavily than the other. Make any adjustments to clothing, comfort, position. And when you're ready, bring the awareness to the right leg. Oh, and for any of you who may be new to this practice, it is completely acceptable and still beneficial if you fall asleep or you kind of drift, your attention drifts in and out during the practice. The idea of this practice is not that you'll hang on every word, but rather that during the course of this relaxation practice, we begin to drop more gradually, more deeply into a relaxed state. And when we're in this more deeply relaxed state, we can receive benefit to many different aspects of ourselves. So this is based on the yoga model of the 5 koshas, the body of the muscles, the breath body, the mental body, the emotional body, and this kind of innermost nesting doll body, if you will, the innermost aspect or deepest aspect of ourselves, the body of bliss. So we'll be gradually moving into these more subtle layers. So as you rest here, take a moment and notice the position of the legs. Bring your awareness to your right leg. And on an inhale, squeeze every muscle in the right leg. Even raise the foot up off the mat. As you exhale, lower the leg, rock it gently side to side, and allow it to relax. Bring the awareness to the left leg. Inhale, squeeze every muscle on the left leg. Hold it and allow the left leg to relax. Rock it gently from side to side. And let it go. Bring the awareness to the right arm and all the muscles from the fingers to the shoulder. Splay the fingers, then make a fist, squeeze every muscle in the right arm, raise the arm a little. Exhale, lower the arm, rock it gently from side to side, and allow it to relax. Bring the attention to the left arm. Splay the fingers. Make the hand into a fist. Inhale, squeeze every muscle in the left arm, raising it up. Exhale, lower the arm. Rock it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring the awareness to the gluteal muscles. Inhale and squeeze the glutes tightly. Exhale, let them relax. Bring the awareness to the abdomen. Inhale and let the belly rise up. Exhale, let the belly sink down. Bring the awareness to the chest and lungs. Inhale as the chest and lungs expand. Exhale, allow the chest, lungs, and heart to relax. Observe how the breath is becoming smooth and gentle. Bring the awareness to the shoulders. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, let the shoulders relax. Bring the awareness to the upper back and the shoulder blades. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And Inhale, allow the shoulder blades to relax. Allow the upper back to widen, spread out. Observe the neck. Slowly roll the head to the left and then to the right and back to center. Bring the chin down slightly and allow the head to find its natural center. Relax. Bring the awareness to the face. Open up the mouth, stretch. Stretch the jaw open, the mouth open, and scrunch up the face. Relax. Swallow and relax the throat, the jaw, the cheeks, muscles of the eyelids and eyes. Relax the muscles between the eyebrows and on the forehead. Relax the muscles of the scalp. Observe the physical body in its relaxed state. And as we continue, the instruction will coincide with a breath pattern. There's no need to follow my breath pace. Go at your own pace. Breathe as deeply as feels comfortable to you. Inhale deeply, and on your exhalation, send the breath down the legs to the feet. Allow the feet to relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the thighs and hips. Allow it to replace any tension or discomfort. Allow the breath to return to normal. Observe the feet and legs as they become heavy with relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath down the arms to the fingers. Allow all the muscles, nerves, and bones to relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the hands. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the wrists. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the forearms. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the elbows. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the upper arms and shoulders. Allow it to replace any tension or discomfort. Allow the breath to return to normal. Observe the hands and arms as they become heavy with relaxation. You may notice the limbs feel heavy and still. When the limbs feel still and heavy, they anchor the body, encouraging the rest of the body to be still and relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the buttocks. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the pelvis and the pelvic organs. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the abdomen and allow the abdominal organs to relax, releasing blocked energy from all the pelvic and abdominal organs. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the chest, lungs, and heart. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the throat. Allow the breath to return to normal. Observe the front of the body as it becomes soft with relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the lower back and spine, each bone, muscle, and nerve. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the mid-back and spine. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the upper back and spine, between the shoulder blades and behind the heart. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the shoulders, neck, and the base of the head. Allow the breath to return to normal. Observe the back as it comes closer to the floor in relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the jaw, allowing it to replace any tension or discomfort. Relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the lips and tongue. Relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the cheeks and nose. Relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the eyes, behind the eyes, and the eyelids. Allow the eyes to soften and relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the forehead and temples. Relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the sides of the head and over and around the ears. Relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to relax the scalp. Allow the breath to return to normal, and allow the entire face to relax. Inhale deeply. And on the exhalation, send the breath to the mind, allowing all the movement of the thoughts in the mind to relax. Observe the body. Notice if there is any part of the body that may not yet feel relaxed. Return to that part, extending an invitation for it to release and relax in its own time. Notice how the body has become heavy with relaxation. Observe the weightedness, the anchoring of the legs, arms, back, and head, knowing you are able to move at any time, yet not wanting to. Give yourself permission to let go into relaxation. Observe the breath once again. Notice how still it becomes as the body relaxes. Observe the breath without controlling it, as it comes and goes without any strain. It is so gentle, you can hardly feel the chest moving. Guide this gentle breath to remove any subtle tension, thoughts, feelings, or memories in the feet, ankles, lower legs, knees, thighs, and hips. Relax. Guide this gentle breath to remove any subtle tension, thoughts, feelings, or memories in the fingers, hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms. Letting go of what you may be holding with the hands and arms, send the gentle breath to the shoulders, letting go of any burdens. Let the backpack slide off. Relax. Guide this gentle breath to the gluteal muscles and pelvis, to the abdomen, to the chest and lungs, to the heart, releasing old pain and hurt, to the throat, releasing any unsaid words. Relax. Send the gentle breath to the base of the spine and allow the breath to spiral up through the middle spine to the upper spine, releasing deep-seated heartache from behind the heart. Relax the shoulders and allow the neck to be open as a tender passageway between heart and head. Gently relax the jaw, cheeks, and nose. The eyes soften and draw into the inner sight. Relax the eyelids, forehead, and the ears as they draw inward to the inner sounds. Relax the entire scalp and bathe the brain with relaxation. And visualize any remaining tension leaving through the top of the head. Relax. Allow the subtle breath to touch the mind and feel all the subtle thoughts. Relax. Bring awareness to the gentle breath as it enters and leaves the body. As it enters, feel it bringing oxygen and healing energy. As it leaves, feel yourself letting go of thoughts, feelings, tensions. Notice a lightness and a feeling of detachment from the body, mind, and any worldly cares. Take this moment to recharge and replenish. Dropping further within, noticing there is a place within you where peace resides. This is a place of powerful healing energy. And this is a place that, though it may be covered up sometimes, always exists within you. Take a moment to restore, replenish, and recharge in this healing sanctuary. Slowly and gently begin to deepen the breath. As you deepen the breath, Roll the head gently from side to side, increasing the inhalation, visualizing energy entering with the breath, reawakening the body. Observe the body recharging with fresh vital energy. As you inhale, guide the energy down the spine. Inhale to revitalize the internal organs. Inhale to surround the heart with healing energy. Inhale, fill the lungs and feel the throat open. Inhale, feel the energy move down the arms to the fingers. Inhale, and allow the energy to move down the legs to the toes. Observe the body as it tingles with vital healing energy. Keeping the eyes closed, begin to move the toes and fingers, legs and arms. Slowly and gently roll the head from side to side, stretching out the body. And draw one knee to the chest and then both. Take your time rocking over to one side, coming to a seated position. And take a moment, closing the eyes, hands to the heart. As you prepare to return to the rest of your day, may you carry a bit of that peace from deep within you. May you share it with those you interact with. Our world desperately needs loving kindness right now. Lots of other things, but loving kindness for sure. And lift the heart, lower the chin. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.